get a last minute gift, the gift card is the easiest gift to give anybody. You can get it all the way up until Christmas Eve, and we'll still get it there by Christmas. I love that one as well. That's what I'm asking for, everybody. Gift cards from HSN. All right, but Valerie's got some things that are gonna tempt me to buy as gifts as well.
That's right. I mean, it's very tempting here to get everything that you want, but when something is something you need and it's 50% off and it's from Mission, and it's the perfect time to have something that's on sale that you actually really need right now because it's cold everywhere in the country right now, and it's only getting colder. So we have Mission here to bring you high performance, really smart technology in your gloves. We're gonna talk about the gloves first. We have them for men and we have them for women. $6.73 on FlexPay to get home. These are thin, they're lightweight. They have, how do you say that? Capacitive touch. Basically, they're smart. They've got the special grips on the inside so that you can use all of your technology. Because the worst thing is, you go outside, and yes, you have to drive, and you have to get the, you know, the shoveling the snow, but when you pull out your cell phone or your tablet, and you have to take your gloves off, then what happens? Then your hands are freezing again. So the perfect opportunity this time of year to be able to get giftables, which are your gloves. Get some for you, get some for him, get some for the kids, get some for everyone. We also have scarves and hats to go with that we're gonna talk about shortly later. But Scott Adams is joining me, and he is the representative from Mission, really to be able to explain these are just not your ordinary type of gloves.
They are certainly not. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy holidays.
Yes.
'Tis the season, Valerie, to stay warm, and that is exactly what Mission has been able to provide us with. So many of you know Mission for our cooling towels, right? Well, Chris Valletta, who is our co-founder over the course of the past several years, along with the great team from Mission, they continue to get those questions. Guys, when are you gonna come out with some of that same innovation, but to keep us warm during the cold season? Well, here we go. Here we are, as now it is warmth, but without the weight. Here with our brand new Mission gloves that you'll be able to go ahead and quickly throw on, quickly take off, and as Valerie mentioned, the capacitive touch. What is the capacitive touch? Let's get to it.
It's a very big word for a really wonderful feature.
Yes, it is, because you mentioned it is smart 2017, right? We've got smart TVs, we've got smart phones, do we not? And so the beauty of the capacitive touch, which you can see lines the gloves on both the left as well as the right-hand side. So it comes all the way through your thumb, all the way to the index finger. And I'm gonna show you as to why that is just so important. So we've got our smartphone. I'm not gonna let you see my code, Valerie. If you couldn't guess it,
I was peeking.
I'd give you everything in my wallet.
1, 2, 3, 4, guys. I was just kidding.
But as you can see, with the capacitive touch feature with these gloves, you can easily swipe. There we go.
There we go. Up and down.
Up and down.
Right. That's right. Because that's the thing is, we're really looking for things that are smart and have innovative technology that don't hold us back. I want to quickly show everybody the colors. You're also showing how darn cold it is. It's cold
That's
everywhere
right. All over the country.
All over the country. So for ladies, here are your choices, because I know, there it is. There's the map. That's a lot of blue. A lot of dark
blues,
blue. A lot of
purples.
A lot of blue. And that's the thing is I mean, you want something that's stylish and lightweight that keeps the warmth without the weight. So ladies, here are your choices. You get more choices than everybody else does. You have your choice of the blue, which you can see kind of the tonal silicone grips on there, and then that capacitive touch in black. You also have a choice of red, and then we do have it in black, and we also have it in gray. Ladies, you have 4 choices and 2 sizes to pick from. You can pick from your small medium, or you can pick for your medium large. But I know that for me, I have tiny hands, and I wanted something that really could stretch with me. These have a lot of stretch, kind of forward, backward, up and down. Now for the guys, because you know you want the guys, they're out there really kind of in the mix of everything. You've got 2 choices. You've got the black or you've got the gray, and we also have 2 sizes, small, medium, and medium large.
That's right, and so these are the small, medium, and I have rather larger hands for men, but these fit nice and snug. And so, as you mentioned, it has that compression-like feel to it. And it's got the 4-way touch, which means you're easily, 4-way give, you're easily going to be able to take these off and then put them back on without any sort of issues whatsoever. And as we talked about that capacitive touch, we'll take a look here at my smartphone. We'll take a look at some of these food shots. And you can easily scroll right through. I can pinch. I can bring things back up. You can type without any issues.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is we're all so tech savvy. We've got so much going on in our lives, but when you put on your gloves, what kind of gloves do you have? Those big puffy gloves. You can't even get your arm through your jacket. And then you go and you feel like kind of that abominable snowman. You're like, okay, what do I do now with my arms? These are versatile. They stretch, they move with you. They also keep you warm. That's the most important, but they don't slow you down. If you've got to take out some papers, I've got my cards here. If I have to sift through my cards, if I've got to rummage through my purse, if I've got the get the kids in the seatbelt, if I want to hold a great grip on the steering wheel, these look fashionable, they look sleek, but it is that warmth without that sweaty palm feel. It's all this technology that's built into the fleece.
So 12 degrees warmer than the competing performance fleece, which you'll find on the inside. And so when you take the gloves off, you're not going to get that sticky, almost kind of sweaty feel that you're normally used to. And the gloves that we've had over the years, they have been bulky, they have been large, they have been burdensome to go ahead and put on and off. With these Mission gloves, they quickly slide on, they quickly slide off. And because it has that four-way give, you never have any issues with putting on any of your jewelry by any means. And so, case in point, all right, here this morning, what we're gonna do, we've got the championship ring that we're going to unleash here today. Because I want to make sure that you really understand how big some of the jewelry that some of us do wear and how easily you're able to put on and off the gloves and not have any sort of hiccup when it comes to taking them off. Because a lot of times gloves can catch onto any of that jewelry. So you can see the size there of that ring, right?
Yeah, I mean.
So then now when we go to pull it off, we'll easily be able to take it right off without having any issues. And so that's part of the technology. They're built in, that compression four-way stretch that you get. You get that 12% more. You wouldn't think that that would be a difference, but when you are emitting the heat from both your head, from your feet, as well as your hands, you're gonna want to stay as warm as possible. And the great people from Mission have figured it out. They have given us those Mission cooling towels. They're for the summer when you have those extreme heats. And now here, during the cold, during the winter, winter's almost here technically, coming up here on the 23rd. Yes, so you see some of those temperatures that we ran through. You saw those purples. It is an ordeal every single day. So being able to have a glove that is easily to take on, easy to take off, going to keep you warm, but at the same time, also be able to have the functionality of your phone whenever you want, it is going to be quite the lifesaver. Plus the grippiness that you get with the silicone, as we'll take a look here on our red. Think about when you would use that. A lot of times, there's railings that you've got to get up to. Or opening doors, or just walking the dog with any sort of handle. That silicone grip that you've got on the palm, as well as on the middle finger, as well as your ring finger, it will go ahead and give you that added amount of grippiness that really you'd probably take for granted with some other gloves. But when it comes to Mission, they have figured it out from a technology standpoint, from not just heating your hands, but also a functional glove that has the innovation to make sure that you are able to operate your smart phones with your now smart glove.
Absolutely. I mean, you think about just the small little things when you're getting ready in the morning. If you've already put your gloves on and you've got to tie little Johnny's shoes, you have to take all your stuff off, or you have to, if you didn't pack the lunch, or, we want to look comfortable, we want to be stylish, but we don't want to be slowed down. And wintertime, there's a lot of big, bulky things. With Mission, these are lightweight, they're stretchy, they're super comfortable, and they allow you to really just live your life, and live your life in a fashionable way. Remember, these are smart in the fact that they're going to keep you warm, but they're not going to leave your hands clammy. Have you ever introduced yourself to somebody, you take your gloves off and you're like,
yeah, who are you?
Just gonna wipe that off. I mean, who wants that introduction, right? And I've got to brag a little bit. I've got a rock on my finger too. So when I easily pop these on and off, if you are a woman that wears a lot of jewelry, don't worry. If you have pointer fingers, or if you've got pinky, rings, whatever it is, you can wear all your jewelry and your jewelry on your wrists, because they stretch at the wrist too. So ladies, you do have a choice of colors. You've got 4 and 2 sizes, small, medium, or medium large. And I just want to show you your colors, because let's be honest. I mean, we want to look good. So we have it in blue, We have it in the classic black, we have it in gray, and then we have it in that bright, beautiful holiday red. Guys, your choices are gray and black. This is a wonderful stocking stuffer. It's on a clearance price, not in July when you don't need them, but right now. We're just a few days away from Christmas. Going into the most harshest weather of the season is right after the holidays.
Yeah, and think about those commuters in your life who early in the morning, they're getting up. That's the coldest point of the day, that in the late evenings, obviously. So you're gonna wanna have something on that you're not always going to have to take on and off and have to worry about your hands being cold. Maybe you're commuting and you're having to drive. You've got the grippiness that you'll be able to utilize there for the steering wheel. But maybe there's that person that's jumping off of a bus or jumping off onto a subway or any mass transit like that, that there's always those elements that you've got to worry about and go ahead and try to almost combat. Well, Mission is able to go ahead and do that here for our wintertime months, being able to keep you warm, but without the weight.
And think of maybe some of your elderly family members as well. These slip on easily and slip off easily, but they have that compression style feel, which keeps a snug fit. We are down to our final 100 in the black for men. So I wanna make sure that if you wanna get your guy a great last minute gift, you can pick that up. Free shipping today, we're gonna ship that to you. If you want it delivered to you by December 24th, it's an additional 99 cents. So it's a really valuable way to make sure you get those last minute gifts. These are all great for dads and brothers and coworkers. Everybody needs a really great pair of gloves, and we're gonna make sure that we get those to you if you would like them to be there by December 24th. If not, they're all on clearance, so get it home on a great value today. But if you wanna get them free, I'm not usually allowed to say that word. If you wanna get them for free, and you sign up for the HSN credit card, we're gonna give you a coupon up to $20 off your first single item purchase, which means that's a pretty great way if you're picking that up or any of our Mission items that we're gonna take care of.